So in here, I'm going to demonstrate an example of scenario 1 where the short rate of investment is always lower than the mortgage rate. In here, we have the home value, cash available, annual gross, and terms in years, which will be constant in all the different scenarios. And in here, in the down payment, it will always be lower than the cash available. And as stated before, the investment rate, which we see here, 4%, it will be always lower than the mortgage rate, which we see here, it's 10%. And then we have the different other variables, such as the principal paid and the available funds for the principal payment. And so we run the model, and we have the objective, which is to maximize the portfolio balance at the end of the 5th period by changing the decision variables, which are the principal paid and the down payment. And then we have the different constraints. So we solve, and we get a investment portfolio balance of $28,746. Also, I'm going to show scenario 5, so you see a different scenario where the short rate of investment is higher than mortgage rate at time 0, but then it decreases over time. We have the same constant values. Down payment will be lower than the cash available. The investment rate, it's going to start higher than mortgage rate. We see here in time 0, it starts at 10% and the mortgage rate is 4%, but then it will decrease eventually over time until reaching a 4%. And we run the model again with the objective function of maximization, decision variables, and constraints. And we attain an investment portfolio balance of $46,311.